Shoot your shot, that's the motto. And in the high-stakes world of NFL quarterback contracts, sometimes you shoot for the moon, even if the landing is a bit more grounded. According to a recent bombshell dropped by ESPN insider Adam Schefter on Unsportsmanlike Radio, Brock Purdy's agent, Kyle Strongen, initially approached the San Francisco 49ers with an eye-watering number, $65 million per year. That's not a typo. That figure would have made the former Mr. Irrelevant, the final pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the highest-paid player in NFL history, surpassing every big-name quarterback contract inked to date. Was it a long shot? Absolutely. Was it bold? No question. But was it ridiculous? Not entirely, and here's why. The art of the ask. When Schefter dropped the nugget live on air with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman, jaws around the league collectively dropped. Yes, that was his initial asking price. $65 million, Schefter confirmed. But you know what? Everybody's initial asking price should be high. That's how it should be, and his was. I don't know that he thought he was going to get that, but you might as well start high. Nothing abnormal or unusual about that at all. Let's be clear, this isn't Purdy and his agent losing touch with reality. This is negotiation 101. In the cutthroat world of professional sports contracts, asking for the moon is often just a way to anchor the conversation. You start high, the team comes in low, and somewhere in the middle, history is made. In this case, Purdy's camp was swinging for a number that would reset the quarterback market entirely. $65 million per year would have eclipsed Dak Prescott's reported asking price of $60 million annually, a figure that's already drawing its fair share of skepticism around the league. And Purdy? He's just 3 years removed from being the literal last pick in the draft. But as wild as that origin story is, Purdy's meteoric rise gives this audacious request a bit of credibility, from irrelevant to irreplaceable. Since stepping in as the 49ers starter late in the 2022 season, Purdy has done nothing but win. He's operated with ice in his veins, orchestrated a loaded Kyle Shanahan offense with surgical precision, and brought stability to a franchise that's been through its share of quarterback heartbreak. Last season, he posted top-tier efficiency numbers, led the Niners to the NFC Championship game, and even played through injuries that would sideline most mortals. His combination of poise, accuracy, and game management turned skeptics into believers. He's not flashy. He's not throwing 70-yard bombs off his back foot like Patrick Mahomes. But he is exactly what Shanahan has long sought, a quarterback who can run his system without blowing it up. So while $65 million might seem outrageous at first glance, you begin to understand where the leverage, or at least the confidence, was coming from. No bidding war, no problem. Here's where things get a little more surprising. While Purdy's camp opened with the boldest number imaginable, Schefter reported something unexpected. Not a single other team made a move to trade for him. That's right. Despite the NFL's ongoing quarterback carousel, no front office reached out to the Niners about the possibility of acquiring Purdy. I remember talking to teams and just being like, hey, as they were trying to solve their quarterback needs. Any interest in Brock Purdy? Schefter said. And they were like, great player, but he's a great player for them. So they didn't see it that way. That was the opinion of other teams. Translation, around the league, Purdy is seen as a perfect system fit, but perhaps not a plug-and-play franchise savior for other organizations. That's both a compliment and a limiter on his external market value. Still, the 49ers knew what they had. And despite an off-season marked by tough cap decisions and shedding salary across multiple position groups, they weren't about to let their quarterback walk. Not after what they've seen, not after what they've endured. The final deal, still massive. In the end, both sides found common ground, and it still turned heads. Purdy inked a 5-year, $265 million extension, which works out to $53 million per season. It may not be the number he started with, but it's still one of the biggest quarterback contracts in league history. To some fans and pundits, even this figure feels excessive. After all, he was a 7th-round pick. He doesn't have an MVP trophy. He hasn't hoisted the Lombardi, but look a little deeper, and you see a quarterback who has delivered far more than expected, and done so on a rookie deal that gave the 49ers a massive team-building advantage. That window was closing. It was time to pay the man. What it means for the market, Purdy's deal may not have reset the market the way his camp initially hoped, but it certainly nudges the ceiling higher. And with looming contract talks for names like